Okay, we're live now. All right, so I'm here with ER, who is somewhat of an activist manager of mine, and he's going to outline a plan of action for the chemtrail activists out there. Okay, so what do you got for us?
Okay, so if you read, like I'm in Ontario, Canada, and if you read the laws here of the police and their duties, and it's pretty much the same everywhere else. And what I would recommend everyone do is to actually find in law the duties of the police. And here in Ontario and in Canada, the police have a duty to basically uphold all of our rights and freedoms and protections and human rights codes. And so they're the only people that you got to go to because there's something going on. We go to them and they have to look at it. So, going to the baker or the donut maker or the shoe shine guy or even the bicycle repair guy or a mechanic or a doctor or even a lawyer, it won't work. You need to have somebody who can act at common law, act immediately, and that's it. So it's quite simple. The cops. It's the cops. There's no one else to protect the public other than the police. And if sunlight is being blocked and photosynthesis is being affected and vitamin D production is being affected and the trees are dying and everything else is going on and the weather is crazy, that's who we go to, the police.
Okay, now what happens when we go to the police and they do nothing, which is what has been the case?
I would then I would file a complaint against the police officer, and then the police have a complaints process, and so I would file a complaint with the police process. In Ontario, it's the OIPRD,
Okay.
and then go to another cop.
Can I tell you what I did? And I actually scared myself. I know you said that I have balls of steel, but I actually did something with the police that was fairly dicey, even by my standards. And it was this email or fax or something that I sent to them, and it was straight to the police department, and it said, "I am like commanding you, or I'm ordering you right now to, investigate the chemtrails." And I went off on this whole thing, and I mean, really aggressive with the police, and they never even contacted me back. And I read over it and I said, "Oh my God, I'm surprised they haven't kicked my door in."
Well, they do allow free speech.
But I'm saying that I took your orders, right? And I implemented them with the local police here. And I mean, I even went to the police station, and you know that you and I have faxed many different people all of
Yes.
my information, and
Mm-hmm.
no one has ever contacted me back. So that's the part where I'm at a standstill. I hit a brick wall. I don't know where to go from there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get that. That's definitely something that needs to be overcome. So what I think might be a good idea, and I might do this. I mean, I've been thinking about doing it. I just haven't had the time and the energy to put it to fruition. But if and I, so this is what I would recommend also: get the duties written in law that the police officers have to obey, and then for those who have balls of steel and others, stand
Go ahead.
stand in front of the police station, in front of the sign that says police station, and read the law. Like, for example, in Ontario, Section 1.2, the Police Services Act, just read that. They have a duty to protect, et cetera, et cetera. The exact words I don't have in front of me, but it's there. And also, further in the Police Services Act, they cannot refuse service, to provide service.
Oh, they do. That police officer walked away from me. And
Yes,
and we have
right.
that on film. She
Yes.
actually didn't
So,
even I just asked her to take a report. She
yeah.
wouldn't even take the report, and that's illegal. Like, even if I'm okay, check it out. If I was a
Okay.
police officer and some lady came up to me and said, the sky is whatever, or said anything. Okay, let's change it up. Let's say that she said she's seeing ghosts in her house and that the police need to take a report for that. At the very least, the police officer's duty would be to take a report on me, the individual. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I need to be psychologically, analyzed or something. They can't just walk away
I
from
agree.
anything you say.
I agree. I
Okay.
agree. So in Canada, in the Canadian Criminal Code, Section 126, failing to disobey a statute. In fact, that's what happened with you and the cop in the parking lot. They're disobeying to do the statute of protecting the public.
And she tried to get me arrested too. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, threatening to arrest me if I don't leave the property, and saying that she had a complaint on me. And I said, from who? That cop right there, the cop that I just tried to, so
Yeah.
it's so insane, this battle that we're fighting. But I'm with you, but you haven't convinced me. We've got to make this ironclad. It can't just be us doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something else to happen.
Well, I mean, sometimes that works, because if you're hammering down a wall, you hammer it enough, it will break. But now get this: in Jurassic Park, the velociraptors would chase all the dinosaurs to the electrified fence, never hitting the same part of the fence twice, because they were looking for weaknesses in the fence. That's why I say go to another cop, or some other version of something that was already done. And so let me read, and we just talked about this earlier, a few minutes before we're on here now, and that was, a lot of these people who are doing bad because people who do nothing has allowed the situation for those people to be bad, to do bad.
Right.
So I'm just going to quote you here, something that Kennedy talked about, John F. Kennedy, JFK. And he writes somewhere, that is why the Athenian lawmaker Solon, Solon, decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. I think what's happened is we've been telling people, or not we, the message out there is neutrality and everything goes and everything else. This has to stop. We need to make it a crime for people to do nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about people like me and you, not
Right.
duty-bound people. That was my computer. Not duty-bound people.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say it again. The Athenian lawmaker Solon, Solon, decreed it a crime for any citizen to shrink from controversy. So maybe we should switch up a little bit by pointing the finger at the duty-bound people, while at the same time pointing the finger at those who do nothing.
Okay, I agree wholeheartedly with one statement you just made. We need to switch it up. Okay, we have been doing the exact same thing. And I mean, I know that some people would say, well, it's effective. We're spreading awareness. We are way past the stage of spreading awareness. I mean, we are spreading awareness to the grave.
Yep.
So the tactic needs to be completely altered. How are we going to alter this tactic? Because I still hear you saying to go to the police. Well, just we're using me as an example, that I've already done every single thing that you've told me to do, tenfold. So, and nothing's happened. I can't even get a response. So what am I supposed to do now? You say press charges on the police?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's one thing. That's where I say find the actual law that states their duty. And then it's simple in Canada. It's Section 126 of the Canadian Criminal Code, failing to do their duty.
Okay, I did do that.
Sorry. Section 219, criminal negligence.
Yeah, I already did that, but I'm thinking about it now. I was going back in time. When that cop walked away from me in the parking lot, I immediately called 911 and reported her to the police and made them take a report. So I actually have done that.
Oh, that's good.
And I have it all recorded, and I have it all saved. It was on Facebook for a while, but Facebook is now removing all of our videos. I think they only show about 40 of them, and I can't even search out my own videos, so I have to keep reposting them. Like I'll wait like about 2 years for a good video to go by, and then I'll repost it again. And people are like, oh, wow, this is a great new video of yours. I'm like, no, it's not new. It's from 2 years ago. You just never saw it. And Facebook is completely censoring all of us. And by the way, while we've been on this recording, my camera switched over to me. I heard it switch. That's another thing that Facebook is doing. They're trying to take away my privacy because they know that I exploit the Facebook Live option, and I'm doing it for humanity, for us, and just for me as well. I love sharing my life with people. I'm a bit of an exhibitionist, if you will. But having said that, Facebook is being very grimy and sneaky with their tactics to tear us down. And I'm sure I haven't really seen you on Facebook in a while. Are you still around?
Yeah, I'm busy with other things, but But I'm always looking at the legal angle.
You're so much smarter than me. That's why I'm counting on you in your education. I mean, you're an engineer, for fuck's sake. You know, you are a brilliant mind, and we need to pillage that beautiful mind to save us somehow.
Well, would you say that a result of people in line at the police station would be a good result to have?
Yeah, but where am I going to find this line?
Well, we create it.
Okay.
We create it. And just as you, in one of your videos, showed that you printed out some of the documents,
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, it would be ideal if we can get people to just print out the documents at arrestthem.com/Toronto and walk into a police station, and hopefully people can repeatedly do that and have a lineup.
Okay, so ready, guys? It's arrest them. Can you remember that? Arrestthem.com/Toronto.
All lowercase.
All lowercase. Arrestthem.com/Toronto. And it has
Yeah.
everything there except for my EPA speech.
Well, I don't know.
How dare you? You have everybody else's up there except for mine. How could you do that?
I probably couldn't find it at that time.
All right.
There's no reason why. I don't have a good reason to have.
No, I should be on the cover page of arrestthem.com. I should be on the cover page, and you need to work on that.
You know what? I'm good with that.
Oh.
I think I actually, you know what? If you can get someone to video you in front of the police station's sign and you read the duties, that would be perfect.
Okay. Well, so what? I mean, duties in layman's terms, because a lot of people won't understand the jargon.
Mm-hmm.
We need help. This is not a 2-person project. This is like a million-man march. We need to do so. I mean, look at all the global marches that Troy has done. You know, I mean, and what has come of it? I mean, when I did the global march here, there were like 10 people there, and one of them was an FBI undercover agent who held my signs for me. That's how pathetic it was. And I'm not saying the global march is pathetic. I'm saying the global march is beautiful. It is amazing, and Troy has put everything into it. But it's like no matter what we do, we hit that damn brick wall because they have all the money, they have all the power, they are taking away our rights, and they have all the weapons. And we're being screwed, and everybody is just watching it go by feeling helpless. And even the people that care like us have our hands tied because who am I? I'm just some random ass chick from Virginia. I'm not a politician. I have no real power. You know, I mean, I that's not true. That's not true. Let me stop right there. I do have power. We all have power, but it's how we assert it. So you're saying that we need to go in front of a police station. And is that legal to film in front of a police? See, I'm already starting to get worried. What the hell?
Why not? I mean, you were born free, and if you're not hurting anyone, you're fine under common law.
Yeah.
Right? And
I hope so.
The focus, like, to me, the focus ought to be in several locations. I say the focus, I'm not sure which is the most important focus. I think maybe the most important focus is the police. But just as important is the airports.
Yeah, but see, you go messing around at an airport, you will get arrested.
Well, I mean, how about you surround it on the street?
I mean, oh God.
And then point up. And the thing is that if you surround it, and I mean peacefully, right?
Right.
You'll get police officers driving by. That's perfect.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question real quick. How many police officers, federal agents, or government employees do you think are listening to this right now?
As we're speaking privately here?
We're not speaking privately. This is public on Facebook Live.
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe none, maybe lots. I have no clue. Probably none.
So you think none are listening to this right now? See, my goal would be that there would be a mass amount of government that's listening to this right now.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. We need to make it so that they're interested in talking or listening. And that's why I recommend highly is to read their duties in front of the police station sign. So here, I have right in front of me Declarations of Principles for Ontario Police. Police services shall be provided throughout Ontario in accordance with the following principles. Number 1, subsection 1, the need to ensure the safety and security of all persons and property in Ontario. Number 2, this is the big one, the importance of safeguarding the fundamental rights guaranteed by the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the Human Rights Code. And if you read those, it talks about dignity and the family being supreme and everything else and everything else and everything else. That there, section 1, subsection 2 of the Police Services Act needs to be read in front of the police station sign.
If I get arrested doing this stuff, I'll lose my job. But I mean, I guess that's, what's more important, making money or?
Well, I mean, can you get someone to video you?
I can video myself.
Okay, perfect.
But what do you want me to do exactly? Because you're saying go up to the 3rd precinct in Virginia Beach, which they're already going to be notified as soon as they hear this. Hey, that girl Amanda, Madison Star Moon's going to be coming up there. All right, so go to the 3rd precinct in Virginia Beach, take my camera, stand in front of the precinct, and am I supposed to be?
Sign.
With a sign.
With the sign in the back, right behind you.
With a sign.
No, with the police station sign.
Oh, right, okay.
And then if you were in Ontario, I would tell you to read, police services shall be provided throughout Ontario in accordance with the following principles.
And then what? After I read that, and then what? Go into there and try to file a claim?
And then I would just get, and I would invite the police to read the Police Services Act. I would invite the police to read the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and I would invite the police to read the Canadian Bill of Rights, and I would invite the police to read the Human Rights Code. And then I would invite the police to look up at the lines in the sky and ask them for help. Because statutorily, we have nowhere else to go. And we would also tell them that by them not acting, they are committing a criminal code offense for which we need another police officer or someone else to perform an arrest on them because they're failing their duty.
But what police officer is going to arrest his fellow police officer? I mean, these people kill people on a daily basis and get away with it. They get paid vacation for killing somebody.
I've talked to police officers that want this stopped. And if they knew that they'd be backed up by the public and by other officers, they will act.
Okay, there we go. They're not backed up by the public. The public classifies us as conspiracy theory nut jobs.
Right. So we need to make an awareness in front of the police station, their duties, and get people to say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Policeman, what's up here? You're not doing what you're paid to do. Maybe we should have a declaration or some other term stating that we are going to annul the police services and we are going to form, we are going to create a new agency that serves the public, and its sole purpose is protection of humans. And that would be the police equivalent. So their duty is to protect humans.
What about the militia? Are they supposed to be our police? Well, or no, they are our military, right?
Right. They're supposed to protect us too, the militia. and so I've read the Virginia Code, and it said there shall be a militia, and so it doesn't mean it shall be the current one.
I'm by the way, not to toot my own horn, but I'm besties with the head of the Virginia militia here. I mean, he's one of my best friends, and he's also the head of the militia in Maryland. So I have friends in high places when it comes to that. I just don't know. This is such a huge task, but I know what you're asking me to do is. But
it's actually simple too. Make a proclamation. The proclamation was the word. I proclaim that the police services shall be null and void as soon as possible thereafter, after creating a new agency of people who have an oath to their fellow man and the earth we live on, rather than to the government and to the flag.
The death flag. By the way, that flag is not even the original flag. My friend John Graff told me that there's a peace flag. Are you aware of this?
No.
There's a peace flag that's actually the real flag. The flag
all the gold around it?
No, the stripes go the other way. And
Oh, really?
yeah, and the flag that they're waving is the war flag.
Right.
Yep. I never knew that.
Hmm.
But when I see a flag, do you think I feel patriotic? I feel betrayed.
Yeah, me too.
Think about all the people that died defending
Yep.
our rights. And now here we are still trying to defend them after these people already gave their lives. I mean, why do we
Yep.
have to do this? This is crazy.
Yep.
I never thought in a million years that this is what my life would be like, being afraid of airplanes killing me. It's
Yeah, no
amazing.
kidding. Well, let me go further into the Police Services Act, Section 1, Subsection 2, the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and the Human Rights Code. Both our governments have massive amounts of debt, right?
Right,
That would mean that generations unborn are going to get that debt. That would be an indignity to that generation
right.
that are unborn. It would be also fraud. Police are not doing anything about that either. We need to make it clear to them that it's their duty and they better do it because we're going to replace them.
But we can't replace them.
Yes, we
How?
can.
How? That's impossible.
Okay. I'll tell you how the Canadian laws became laws. Somebody made a proclamation. I proclaim this, and then it 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 stuck a little bit, and then it grew to where we are now. We need to proclaim that the police services shall be changed over because their oath is improper. We're going to have a new agency, not called the police anymore. They're called protectors. So you don't call the police, you call the protectors.
Well, who are these protectors? Where are we going to find
Well,
these people?
it's an organization that will have the oath to protect life on Earth.
Yeah.
You know, have an oath to my fellow man and the Earth we live on.
I've got an idea. Okay, how about we make an event with the tell the police about Chemtrails Day?
Yeah, that would be print the documents at arrestthem.com/Toronto, and everybody walk into a station and leave it at the front desk. Put the
See, this
name
is
on it.
along the lines. We need something quick and easy that
Yeah,
doesn't have a lot of steps. Okay,
right.
so this is what we're going to go with, guys. Okay, we've been talking about this for a minute now. Go to arrestthem.com/Toronto and print out the documents. They're in color. They have pictures of chemtrails. They have laws. They have names. It's everything you would possibly need. He's already done all the work for you.
Yep.
Okay?
And then
And
even
yeah,
if it does not apply to your jurisdiction,
the laws are
they
so
will
similar.
understand it. They will understand it.
Yep. And you
Cop
do
will
have,
understand.
on mine, you did have American stuff on it.
I do. Right. Right. I do. But even if it's not appropriate, just they will still get the point. Don't find an excuse to not act. Find an excuse, the reason, and the energy to print one of those things and encourage people to walk up to the police station and have the chief's name on it or some other police officers and hand it at the front desk and
I
walk
got
out
an
and hopefully
idea. I
they
just
get
got
a
another
line.
idea. So check this out. So there's this thing online where these idiots are saying that they're going to storm Area 51 to what's it called, where you save all the aliens there
Yeah.
and release them or whatever. Um,
Okay.
that what do you hear my phone freaking out?
No.
As soon as I said that, it started freaking out. Area 51. I just wanted to see if it would do it again. That's probably like a trigger word. They're like, oh, there's another one of those nutties. All right, so that made it to the news. It's all over
Right.
the news. They have 5 million people following that. That's what we need. We need this to be
Right.
in mainstream news. We need this to
Right.
be like, all these people are going to not storm, that's not the appropriate word, that's the word they use for that, but need to go to the police
Engage.
station, and we all need to record it too. If you guys have cameras, it's
Right.
almost ineffective if you don't record whatever you're doing.
Right. You got to put it on YouTube, and you got to let other people see it, and you got to have copycats who want to do the same thing because it's the right thing to do.
All right, so I'm going to make an event page. It's What are we going to call it? It has to be something real catchy.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'll come up.
Off
We'll come
air.
up with it. So we're not gonna. We're gonna hold off right now while this is just marinating. You know, we've put it out there into the world. I've seen several people on this live feed. By several, I mean about 4. But still, I mean, it's been a rotating disc of people that have been coming in and out of here. This video will stay up on my Facebook page. There'll be about 10 people that'll see that. You know, I mean, like, they're hiding me right now, Jack. So I'm not as effective as I used to be. But once we get this idea, I'll make the event page and we'll set a date. And that will be a mandatory date for all real activists, all real chemtrail activists. We don't want to see your chemtrail pictures anymore. For God's sakes, you guys don't want to watch another one of my chemtrail videos. I'm even sick of myself. Okay. So we want to get it done.
Right.
Do you feel secure with this recording?
Me, yeah.
You feel good about it?
Yeah.
All right, good. All right, well, we'll go ahead and close it out. I want to thank everybody who listened to this recording. We are serious about this, and we're desperate at this point. And we haven't run out of time. I mean, we're not running out of time. We've run out of time. There's no more time. So, no time like the present. Love you guys. Thank you, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, here I am with ER, and we're going to outline our plan of action for our event, which is going to be either tomorrow or someday soon. All right, so explain what we're going to be doing.
Okay, well, if you go to...
you have to be real loud.
If you go to arrestem.com/Toronto, all lowercase, you'll find a bunch of documents there. This one here in particular is a stage 6 document. So if you go on arrestem.com/Toronto and look for the stage 6 kind of area of the website there, what you'll see is a 14-page document. And what you see, like some of the pictures here, this is a Canadian snowbird. Your bluebirds, the American bluebirds, also have nozzles, and that's how they do the spraying, from the nozzles. Okay? And then also right here we have a commercial airliner, jet engine, with right here, which is right there, nozzles, right in line with exhaust output. This is just part. But if you look at stage 6, you'll see the names here. Mississippi, Lieutenant Governor. Down here, New Jersey, Lieutenant Governor. Wyoming, Secretary of State. Washington, Lieutenant Governor. We've got the names of every Lieutenant Governor of the State of the Union. We've got nice, juicy pictures of CHEMTRAILS. Look at that. That's a CHEMTRAIL. And names here, Lieutenant Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Lieutenant Governor. This has been sent to the Lieutenant Governor. And so there's 14 pages of all kinds of stuff on here. Talk about the high bypass turbofan jet engine. We talk about flight paths and how a lot of these trails don't even follow flight paths. Mm-hmm. And we talk about the high bypass turbofan jet engine. And look at this. That is a huge fan. It's nothing but an air blower. It's like an Everglades airboat. Just look at the size of that engine. Okay? These things are not capable of producing any kind of trail. And then if you go on the same site, arrestem.com/Toronto, there's another stage. I think it's called Stage EPA. And this is where Madison Star Moon testified. And we've got names and phone numbers. And again, their names and phone numbers are on every page. So there's no way that anybody named in any of these documents can say, well, I never got anything, because with Stage 6, there's 49 other people whose names are on the document. How could the 50th person not know about this?
Right. Yep.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And we talk about all kinds of stuff and how these trails cannot be anything other than chemicals.
Right.
So there we go. So print the document tonight. Arrestem.com/Toronto. Get them in your hands. Just get them in your hands. And Madison, you're going to tell them what to do, right?
Right. I'm going to tell them what to do.
You're going to tell them what to do.
Well, I'm going to lead by example. But should we tell them, or no? We don't want to. Tell them.
No. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
Okay, stay tuned.
So print these tonight. Mm-hmm. If you see this tomorrow, we're going to be on again. And if you haven't printed it tomorrow, we're going to ask you to print it tomorrow. And if you're a newcomer, print it tomorrow.
Yep.
And then just stay tuned for instructions.
Yep, sounds good.
Right.
Thank you.
Great. Okay, so today we're going to go into a cop shop and we're going to give them some documents that are going to hold them responsible to look into suspicious activity of chemtrail spraying. And we're going to highlight the nozzles on the pylon, which is in line with output exhaust, as there's no reason to drain anything out of the wings.
Yeah. now, so while I'm in there, you guys are going to record me just to see exactly how long this process takes. We're going to show everybody how easy it is to simply print up these documents on arrestthem.com/Toronto, carry them to your local police chapter, give them to the front desk, or actually speak to somebody, which is what I'm going to do. You guys know I'm not just dropping off some documents. It's not even my style. No, I've already done that before. I'm going to be there and doing my stuff. We're getting all dressed up. We also have a box of cards that we're going to be passing out for skycrimes.com, which is David Gessner's website. He's also my webmaster for madisonstarmoon.com, which I highly suggest you subscribe to our newsletter. All right, back to you, ER.
Okay, so maybe you guys can do it at the same time, anytime today. Today's the day. Today's the day. It's Madison Star Moon's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Let's give Madison a birthday gift of going to the cop shop and creating lineups at the cop shop.
Yeah, I can also send you my address if you want to send me something. I'm just kidding. All right, guys. So we are getting all dressed up and ready to go. And I really want you guys, I see that there's one person listening to this. That's one more than usually listens to my videos. But check it out, guys. We do need you to share this around far and wide, okay? So we will keep you posted. We're about to have breakfast and get everything together. Look at this clump of CHEMTRAILS. You know that shit's not natural. All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. Okay, everybody, because we got two recording right now. We got that one and that one. Now, Gina, if you start yours recording.
Okay, I'll just do the regular camera.
Okay, okay.
Something
just
happened.
Don't worry about it. We don't need this one. It's gone.
I didn't touch it.
Okay, we don't need it.
Okay,
So
ready?
I would wait over there with her if I were you. Okay, come on. Stand over by the flagpole?
Yeah.
Doug, if you're going to record, just come on. Just use your damn camera and record it all. All right, y'all stand over there. Let me know if you can hear me. We'll do a little sound check.
Okay, go.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Are we good? How about right here?
Yeah.
Better? Yeah. Right like this? Can you see the sign for the
Yeah.
police department? We all good?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, hello everyone. I'm Madison Star Moon, also known as Amanda Bays. Reverse that, you got it. I would like to talk to the Virginia Beach police officer who's standing in front of the 2nd Precinct in Virginia Beach. I want to speak to every one of the police officers here. If you're not a Virginia Beach police officer and you're listening to this, please send this around far and wide so as to ensure that any and all Virginia Beach police officers get this message, okay? We need to have them hear this. Hold on. Dear Virginia Beach police officer, I am trying to reach you regarding the topic of CHEMTRAILS. Can you hear me still? Okay. Give me 1 second. We are in military industrial complex. Everybody's still recording? Okay, I've been trying to reach you regarding the topic of chemtrails. They're the lines in the sky that look like they are from the engine, but they are not. They are from the nozzles that are mounted on the pylon, which is a set of nozzles aimed directly into the high bypass turbofan jet engine's output. It is the nozzles that are releasing chemicals that cause the lines in the sky, and I'm asking for you to act to stop the spraying, which is an inhumane act on the civilian population. The definition of a crime against humanity. So, Virginia Beach police officer, I call upon you to stop the chemtrail spraying. You have the authority to do anything you need to do as is written in the Virginia Code. Namely, here we go with the laws, the common law of England, insofar as it is not repugnant to the principles of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of the Commonwealth, shall continue in full force. Section 3 of the Virginia Code, government instituted for common benefit. That government is or ought to be instituted for the common benefit, protection, and security of the people, nation, or community, of all the various modes and forms of government that is best, which is capable of producing the greatest degree of happiness and safety, and is most effectually secured against the danger of maladministration, and whenever any government shall be found inadequate or contrary to these claims. Hold on 1 second. We're doing good. Where's the camera? Right there. Okay, here we go. Secured against the danger of maladministration, and whenever any
shall be found inadequate or contrary to these purposes, a majority of the community has an indubitable, inalienable, and indefeasible right to reform, alter, or abolish it in such a manner as shall be judged most conducive to the public weal. So, Virginia Beach police officer. I'd like to read you the Virginia Beach police officer job description before I go ahead and go in here and deliver these documents. Police officers for the Virginia Beach Police Department are sworn to uphold state laws and local ordinances. Virginia Beach police officers have a multitude of duties, including arresting those who have broken the law, responding to dispatch calls, investigating suspicious circumstances. Chemtrails are suspicious at the very least, okay? Checking for outstanding warrants, testifying in court, and working to deter criminal activity within the community. I am asking you to check out the suspicious activity of chemtrail spraying, and I need you to act now. Also, Section 17 of the Virginia Code, construction of a Bill of Rights. The rights enumerated in this Bill of Rights shall not be construed to limit other rights of the people not therein expressed. Alrighty. So please, Virginia Beach police officer, the focus is on aircraft, airports, deliveries to airports, and I urge you to seek public assistance for moral support in your endeavors and your duties as a police officer. Stop chemtrail spraying today. I have a plan. It's to please do this. Please visit arrestum.com/Toronto and print up the document you see most fit. There's many different stages. All of them are accurate. Even if you live in a different country, you can still print that up. The laws are fairly similar. Okay? You're going to put them into a large envelope with the name of the chief of police on it in large letters. Walk into the police station as I'm about to do and show you, and leave it at the front desk, which I'm not going to do. I'm actually going to make sure it gets into the hands of a human that is going to look it over and take a report. Encourage others to do the same. Let's create a lineup at the police station everywhere. Thank you and God bless. I am Madison Star Moon. Now, I would like to say one other thing. All of us tried to go live here, okay? That was a plan. For some reason, the second precinct, go up and show the sign, they have some type of thing here where you cannot even go live, okay? Because all of our phones went kaput. All right, now let's just trade off. You're going to show over the documents real quick. Now, this is what I'm giving them. Go ahead, you do the. No, go ahead and talk. Okay.
Yep. Lieutenant governors have seen this. They didn't do anything. 50 lieutenant governors or so. Detailed information that they should have acted upon. Look at those engines. There's nothing but fans. High bypass turbofan jet engines. And look at the chemtrail spraying right there.
Okay, you guys.
Okay, and there we go.
All right, come on. All right, so here we go. I want you to keep this recording, guys. If I don't come out, call my parents, get the bail money, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
We're waiting. I'll wait for you.
Okay, here we go. Hold on. First thing you do when you go into the police station, take your sunglasses off so you're transparent. Walk in. I'm going to pause it.
I'm not.
I'm going to pause it and go back into it. Oh.
She wants me to do it the whole time.
Can't start live video. It stopped? It won't start live.
This is live.
It's live? Okay. It works. Is anybody else coming? Is this it?
That's it.
Okay. Shall I read the whole thing again?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Should I do it again?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our second time doing this. Now we're at the first precinct, which is Virginia Beach headquarters down at the courthouse. We were sent away from the second precinct, and also none of us will report live for some reason. Go ahead and do this one more time. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Bates, but I'm better known as Madison Star Moon on the internet. Can you guys hear me? I would like to talk to the Virginia Beach police officer, every one of you. If you're not a Virginia Beach police officer and you are listening to this, please send this around far and wide so as to ensure that any and all Virginia Beach police officers get this message. We need to have them hear this. Dear Virginia Beach police officer, I've been trying to reach you regarding the topic of chemtrails. They're the lines in the sky that look like they are from the engine, but they are not. They are from nozzles that are mounted on the pylon, which is a set of nozzles aimed directly into the high bypass turbofan jet engine's output. It is the nozzles that are releasing chemicals that cause the lines in the sky, and I'm asking for you to act to stop the spraying, which is an inhumane act in a civilian population, the definition of a crime against humanity. So, Virginia Beach police officer, I call upon you to stop the chemtrail spraying. You have the authority to do anything you need to do. as is written in the Virginia Code, namely the common law of England, insofar as it is not repugnant to the principles of the Bill of Rights and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, shall continue in full force. Section 3 of the Virginia Code, government instituted for common benefit. That government is or ought to be instituted for common benefit, protection, and security of the people, nation, or community, all the various modes and forms of government that is best, which is capable of producing the greatest degree of happiness and safety, and is most effectually secured against the danger of maladministration, and whenever any government shall be found inadequate or contrary to these purposes, a majority of the community hath an indubitable, inalienable, and indefeasible right to reform, alter, or abolish, that's very important to know, in such a manner as it shall be judged most conductive of the public weal. So, Virginia Beach Police Officer, I'd like to read you the Virginia Beach Police Officer job description. Police officers with the Virginia Beach Police Department are sworn to uphold state laws and local ordinances. Virginia Beach Police officers have a multitude of duties, including arresting those who have broken the law, responding to dispatch calls, investigating suspicious circumstances, checking for outstanding warrants, testifying in court, and working to deter criminal activity within the community. I'm asking you to check out all the suspicious activity of chemtrail spraying. It's suspicious at the very least, and I need you to act now. Also, Section 17 of the Virginia Code, construction of the Bill of Rights. The rights enumerated in this Bill of Rights shall not be construed to limit other rights of the people not therein expressed. So please, Virginia Beach Police Officer, the focus is on aircraft, airports, deliveries to airports, and I urge you to seek public assistance for moral support in your endeavors and your duties as a police officer. Stop the chemtrail spraying today. I have a plan. Please do this. Please go to arrestthem.com/Toronto and print the document you see most fit. Any of the documents will work. 1 through 6. Is it a 6? 1 through 6. Okay, which one is this?
6.
This is 6. Okay. And
Stage 6.
Stage 6. You're going to put it in a large envelope with the name of the chief of police on it in large letters. Walk into the police station, as I'm about to do yet again today, and leave it at the front desk, which I'm not going to do. I'm actually going to speak to someone. We're coming here to talk to who? The chief of police. We were actually sitting here by the 2nd Precinct when they told us that the chief of police would be here. Officer Jackson, Sergeant Jackson, I can't read that all the way from here. Okay, so we want you to encourage other people to do the same. Let's create a lineup at the police station everywhere. Thank you, and God bless. Okay, I'm Madison Star Moon from Virginia Beach. Keep it rolling. If I don't come out, contact my parents and get the bail money. Okay, I want you to get me as I'm actually going into the building. Here's the document that I am sending them right here.
And it has lieutenant governors of all the states that have already gotten this document and didn't do anything about it.
All right, guys, here we go.
Including Virginia State.
Here we go. Time to man up. Oh, first thing you have to do whenever entering a police department is take your glasses off. Hello. All right. It died? Do you mind dying?
No, you're good.
Okay, so here's the deal, folks. So I went up and just spoke with Lieutenant Zelms, Z-E-L-M-S. I asked him, could I say his name publicly? He said he didn't care. So, very nice man. I explained everything to him. The chief of police was busy. I don't know if he was even in there, and I don't think that man knew if he was even in there or not. So, I gave him all the paperwork. I explained to him how long we've been doing this, told him about the EPA hearing, told him about that the current crime that we are actually wanting to file right now is omission, failure to act, because we have already reported this to the EPA, now they're guilty. You know, nobody's doing anything. So I gave him all the paperwork. He said he's personally going to look it all over, and then he's going over it with the chief. This is the farthest that I've ever gone with anything. And he actually took all the stuff, and I told him, this document right here was created by an engineer. I'm sorry, I had to throw that out there that it's someone intelligent. It's not just something I threw together with a conspiracy theory. And I did tell them that I did understand the conspiracy theory angle of it, and that, you know, whatever, but it went well. Excuse me, I'm all flabbergasted. Lieutenant Zelms is the one that has it in his hands now.
So
he wrote his name right here.
Would you recommend that other people do this?
Yes.
So that we have lineups at the police station? We need lineups at the police station.
Yes, you do, because it can't just be me, you know. And I just told him, I said, you know, I'm nobody. I'm just a spokesperson. He said, well, what's the name of your group? I said, well, we don't even have a name. It's just a bunch of caring people that are concerned about the atmosphere and whatnot. So.
Good. So everybody, go to arrestthem.com.
Arrestthem.com/Toronto. Stage 6 is probably the best one. Safest bet. It's got the most information, color photos in it. It's got all the names of lieutenant governors that we've already contacted, and we're going to keep it moving.
And go to the police station and make sure it gets to the chief of police or someone else in their hands.
All right, I appreciate your time,
Great.
everyone.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Yay.
Yay, stuff. So we're making.
Finish?
All right.
Finish?
Yep, finished. That's